As it'll be the Dolphins of Honolulu taking on the Buffalo Bills. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Bills, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You look at this Buffalo defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll get this up to the 44, and a good lane opening up right away for him. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
On play action, Allen. And a quick throw here that's complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Again, McCaffrey. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going up top. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Oh, look at the juke. Nowhere to go that time. It's a 46-yard punt with a loss on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 44 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL. And at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to extend their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
One advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
There he goes, right side.
Big strides, look at him go.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 67 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Tua now on 1st down. Shoves him aside.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lockett, the motion man right.
On 2nd down, Tua.
That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43. On the ground, it's Gray.
Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Allen. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he's got it down to the 28.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Allen going to throw.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime.
Middle. Hey, tight.
Here's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Tua, a final shot before half. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5. Taken down right at the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen now on first down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now we've got a timeout for an injured player, and oh, this is certainly notable. That's Josh Allen, who's in some pain out there.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
21G.
2 and now on first down. And he gets this to Thornton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
All
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Able to find Gray here. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Tua sets up to pass it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
Hey, come on, two. Come on, two. Come on, two. Let's go.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Regular. Look out.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 61 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run for it here with McAllister. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it, because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Solo left Zion. Solo left Zion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bills will take over possession here up at the 44. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
There on the tackle, Cam Smith.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st down, Allen. And he fends him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Channing Tindall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
The partner, he has carried them in this ball game, throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Solo left Zion.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On play action, Here's Tua. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Ready. Hey, 21 TX.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Tua. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Here's Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you've certainly got to be on your toes defensively when you're facing Josh Allen. He can hit you from any angle. He's got arguably the strongest arm in the business, and he uncorks a deep one here, but that one falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen now looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Allen again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Bass on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
One final try for Tagovailoa. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.